I'll have a double smiley sandwich, curly fries, and a vanilla shake.
Make that two.
That'll be $7.98. Please drive up to the window. Thank you.
It's time to sample some local fare.
Smile, you're at Mr. Smiley.
What's hot? What's cool? Food for the soul.
Can I give you two guys a friendly piece of advice, okay? Don't ever go up to the drive-thru, okay? Always walk up to the counter.
Have a banana, have a whole bunch. It doesn't matter what you had for lunch. Just eat it, eat it.
It's the Wednesday drive-thru with Martin Kilcoyne on the Big 550.
Would you like Smiley sauce with that?
KTRS.
Lucky me. Martin's away, and my day got better. It just got a lot better because Chris Whitworth from Fallon's Bar and Grill in Olivet is joining me, and the Wednesday drive-thru, brought to you by Kuna Food Service, has just brought in not only copious amounts of food, but copious amounts of delicious food. How you doing, Chris?
I'm doing wonderful. How are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. First of all, I want to commend you on the variety of menu items that you have. Everything looks exactly the way good, fresh food is supposed to look. You opened up a container with a Reuben in it, and I'm telling you, that's one of the most delicious-looking Reuben sandwiches that I'm going to get into in just a second. But I did taste the bangers and mash, and it was fantastic.
It is fantastic. We try to do all of our food from scratch on a daily basis, so you're getting the freshest, best stuff you can.
How did you decide to get into the restaurant business? I'm always interested in people that my family kind of comes from the restaurant business, my dad's family, and I'm always fascinated by people and their passion for the food. How did you get into the restaurant business, and how long have you been in this line of work?
I knew when we first moved to St. Louis, my father and grandfather had a bakery, and I knew from that point in time that I was going to be in the restaurant business for the rest of my life.
It's a passion thing. It's like it's something you either just do sort of as a side job and then you never do it again, or you're just addicted to it.
And that's exactly where I am. I'm addicted to it. I love making people happy and feeding them and, just enjoying it.
And Fallon's is right on Olive and Olivet. You got one of the best locations around. Price and Olive. I mean, you're right there.
Right off the Interbelt.
Tell us a little bit about sort of the genesis of this particular restaurant. Where'd the name come from, and sort of the idea for you to step out from the bakery and get into a full-service bar and restaurant?
Well, the name is my daughter's name, Fallon. She's 8 years old. She was born on St. Patrick's Day.
Ah, nice Irish girl.
Yes.
On St. Patty's Day.
Yes.
Cool.
So that's where the name came from. And Steve Watson, who's with Kuna Food Service, I worked with him many years ago as well. And he's helped us out a great deal, and we just believe in putting out the best products we can. I
mean, I'm looking at this, and there looks like there's a cod sandwich, and this bread, this roll is absolutely fantastic. I know that you talk about doing stuff from scratch, and that's just sort of a generic term, but people that really do things from scratch are few and far between. Mm-hmm. Tell me a little bit about some of the particular recipes of some of the dishes that you've brought in here. Go through, just pick something out that you're particularly proud of. Tell us how you make it and where the inspiration came to put that on your menu.
Well, since you brought it up, the Reuben sandwich over there is we cook the corned beef in-house, and it's actually my mom's recipe. The bread comes from Kuna, and it's a hoagie, a marble rye hoagie, as opposed to the flat rye bread that most people use.
I know you're not supposed to eat on the air because people annoys people, but I'm telling you,
go for it.
Something this delicious has to be eaten at any time, and on the air works just perfectly. You also brought in fish tacos. Now, people are like, bar and grill, fish tacos. What is this, California? But this absolutely looks completely from scratch, totally fresh.
Absolutely.
I was asking you whether that was tilapia or what kind of fish it was. Take us through the fish tacos. Where'd you get the idea from, and what is in that dish?
Well, we use cod, and we have a young man at the restaurant who makes all of our pico sauces, and it was just put on the menu, 4 months ago, and it's one of our hottest sellers now.
It's absolutely delicious looking, and I'm going to get into it in a little bit. But when you look at food, and I'm not a foodie like Carney is, but I'm a guy that likes food. And I have a lot of respect for people that put passion on the plate. And they say, oh, it's just a bar and grill. But it's not just in anything. You're making something for someone and sharing your passion and your love. Tell me about a particular item that either is here or is not here where you said, you know what, this is really my favorite dish. When you serve this to somebody at the restaurant, at Fallon's, and you're like, I put everything into this particular item, this is my favorite.
My favorite is the gnocchi diablo, which I do not have here. And we are always tweaking it to make it better. It actually came from a good friend of mine that when I had another restaurant that we served it at. And it's probably, we sell quite a few of those.
Tell me the makeup, the ingredients, what goes in it?
It's a potato dumpling that we make from scratch. And then we do a chipotle garlic cream sauce on it with like a spicy Italian sausage and roasted red peppers.
I mean, that's fantastic.
It is. It's a fantastic dish.
And you folks have to know, if you're a Central Corridor person, you have to know 9200 Olive, Fallon's. It's right on Olive in Olivet, and it's near everything. I mean, 170 is literally a 9-iron away from your place. Right. And so I don't care if you're north. This is one of the problems about. And you said you moved to St. Louis?
Well, you're right. I was born in North Dakota.
Okay, well, I'm from Detroit originally. So as transplant people, I know. One of these days we'll get in the World Series, and then you'll beat our brains in. But as a transplant person, one of the things that aggravates me about St. Louis people, and I think that we can fix this, is that they get so regionalized and so compartmentalized. Oh, I'm from South County. I'm from North. St. Louis has one of the best highway systems and transportation systems for driving of any major city. You can get anywhere in 15 or 20 minutes.
Right.
So this place is right in the middle of everything. If you're a South County person, if you're a North County, you come to Olivet. You come to Fallon's, and you'll get some of the best food at reasonable prices. I mean, you're not killing people with this stuff. The Reuben sandwich, how much you think this thing would go for? I know how much it should go for. Twice as much as you sell it.
$8.50, I believe.
Come on. I mean, $8.50. Yeah. That's. And this is a big, piled high. It's got to be 8 ounces of meat on there.
It is 8 ounces.
It's fantastic. And you've got chicken wings. You've got bar specials. The big game tonight. This is the time.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, our wings are fantastic. We win awards all over.
Tell me about those, because they look fantastic. I mean, it's hard to give a proper description of what fresh food is supposed to look like, but this is what fresh. I guess they call it pub grub now. It's got a new term, but Gordon Ramsay sort of made it famous. But he would walk in your place and he'd be very impressed. It's almost like you have shepherd's pie here.
That is shepherd's pie.
I mean, they have everything, and prices are reasonable. Drink specials.
We have all day happy hours, and then we also do $5 appetizers between 4 and 6. Every day there's something different.
All right. Well, anything else that we want to talk about? Anything on this menu? Anything you want people to know about Fallon's? It's got everything people would want in a restaurant, and they'd be really happy.
Yeah. Well, we do a lot. We do a lot at Fallon's. We have trivia. We have live music. We really like that families coming in. We have a little game room for all the kids to play. We have private parties. We do a lot of catering. We're getting into that big time now. We just did a golf tournament on Monday, which was fantastic for Nimbus. And we do a little bit of everything, and we have the freedom to do anything, which is what a lot of our customers like. If they come in with a special request, then we can honor that 99% of the time. Well,
it's got the right combination of passion from you and freshness on your menu. Prices are right, family friendly, and of course we have to thank our friends at Kuna Food Service for not only bringing you in here, but pretty much getting you into the restaurant business.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Kuna is fantastic. I've been with them for ever since I started my own restaurants for 8 years, and they're fantastic people over there. They care.
They do, and there's a lot of small businesses out there, a lot of restaurants out there that without Kuna Food Service, they wouldn't be in business.
That's very true. They work with us all the time.
All right, so everybody get out the Fallon's. Tonight's your night. Cardinals are going to clinch this afternoon. I'm sure they got a cool, drink special.
Yeah, I have no
something.
idea what
They'll
that
put
is
it
tonight.
They'll put it on the menu. And the kids are getting out of school right around the time the ball game's going to start. I mean, this is the ultimate sort of best example of a neighborhood bar and restaurant that does everything right.
Yeah, and the kids eat free every day, 5 to 7, and then
Do
on the weekends.
45-year-old kids eat free?
Sure.
Okay, good. I'll be there right around closing time. All right, Chris Whitworth, well done, my friend. Outstanding.
Hey, thanks for the time.
All right, thank you, and thanks to Kuna Food Service. That is the Wednesday drive-thru, and as soon as we shake hands with these gentlemen, I'm going to eat my weight. Don Lemon will not be happy. This all looks good. All right. More of the Martin Kilcoyne Show. After this, I'm Scott Sherman. This is the Big 550, KTRS.